Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. Today I am going to show you our van that we've been driving around for, it's going to be about a week here in Norway. I got a busy road behind me, so sorry if that's loud, but we're getting ready to take off and go to the airport, so I wanted to get a video of the van so you guys can see it. I would recommend this van. I absolutely loved it, actually. There's a couple things that I wanted differently, and I'll explain what those are. And this is not an advertisement. I'm not getting paid by them or anything like that. I'm just kind of showing you what I chose and why I chose it. Arctic Campers is the name. You can kind of see it. If you see my other past videos, you'll see in it. And then it also, which I think is the coolest part ever, because if you see my logo of my channel is a bear, and it has a bear right on it. I'm literally driving around a bear throughout Norway, which is kind of fun, actually. Kind of fun. I think I get a couple looks because I haven't seen any other, I haven't seen any other rental vans here either. So this is really the only rental van I've seen that I know of. Most of the vans that I've seen and campers are from people local. Very different than Iceland. So you can check out my Iceland videos. I did a tour on that van. And everybody there was renting vans. So here it's more local, so I really kind of stick out. Anyways, let me just kind of start inside here in the driver's area. Okay, it is a Volkswagen. I have no idea the type of Volkswagen it is. I'm sure you can do research to find that out. But anyways, one of the key things for me was that it was an automatic. I can drive a stick. It's not a problem. I drove a stick for the majority of my college years, and a bit into my 30s, I think I drove a stick. So it's not a big deal for me to drive stick. It just, I felt that on these windy roads, it'd just be easier for me to be able to navigate and not drive stick and try to figure out where I'm going. As much as my co-pilot was helpful, it was better that I was looking at the map. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Anyways, I think everything in here was just fine. They do have a plug down here, a USB plug, and they have a 12 volt as well. We only had one of these plugs, so we're switching off back and forth. So I'd recommend, if you're going to get one of these, just get another USB plug for that. Don't have a lot of room behind here. I think the driver has a little bit more room than the passenger, but you're pretty much upright the whole time. I think I had mine back. Mine's actually touching. So yeah, so you can't have access into the back part from this cab area, which is different than Iceland. Actually, I prefer to have that open, so I can grab stuff in the front. So anytime I needed to get something was the front and it was raining, I had to go all the way around and open the door and stuff. So that's something that I didn't really like, is having this wall barrier here. Okay, now to the sliding area here. Okay, you guys, this is lived in, so just keep that in mind. We're basically living in this van for this past week or so. They have some little cubbies on either side, which is really nice. I've been using mine a lot. Madison been using hers, and it's really good for two people. I think it was fine. And you have a pretty thick mattress here. The only issue that I see is that it wasn't tall enough, not even for me, and I'm kind of short. It's not tall enough to sit up in there. So whenever you're in the van, you were laying down. I felt that Madison got a little frustrated and aggravated, and sometimes would just sit in the front seat. So it would be really nice if this thing just popped up a little bit so you can put your head up. Okay, so down below, because it's so high up, you have more storage. So I don't know, it's kind of dark in here, but you can kind of see we have a lot of storage in here. We're only using a quarter of it. These doors open a lot wider than the van that we had in Iceland. So you can actually fit a pretty good sized suitcase in there, where the van in Iceland you could only fit a travel one that goes above the compartment for the airline. But this, again, this was all we brought, was just our carry-on type bags is all we brought for Norway. They provide you all the pots and pans. I don't need to go in detail what's in there, but they provide you everything you could possibly need. Okay, let's get to the back. So I have this out because I'm cooking currently right now, but this slides out, and you have 2 burners, which is nice. And then I have a space to put my food. Now I brought food as well, just like I did for Iceland, but I didn't bring as much food. But we're gonna end up probably eating all the food that we brought on this trip. Also, they give you some other utensils and stuff like that in here, and cups and bowls and everything like that. This was the highlight. This is the reason why I paid a little bit extra for this van, was this refrigerator. Because it is so much easier to have refrigerated food than it is just to have dried food. So I have currently right now some strawberries and berries, and I had eggs in here. We got some carrots for this girl. She loves carrots. We got a lot of carrots to eat before we go. And we got some tortillas and some roast beef. We got some bread. I mean, we didn't totally fill this either. We filled it to about here. We've only gone out, I think, once. Was when we went out to eat. We had pizza one day. I think that was it. So we've been feeding ourselves this whole time, and that's because of the refrigerator. It's perfect. Okay, we have water here. You got one with a spout. This one's empty right now. And then we have this water here, which we're planning just on using this. And then you have this little tray here for just other miscellaneous type stuff again. There you go. There's the van. You can get extra things for this van too. You can get sleeping bags, and we got towels. This came with it. This is kind of like a down. This was warm enough. This was so warm. We also got 2 pillows that are behind there. And let's see what else. I said we got towels. And then we got these chairs and a table, which I think is ideal. Definitely do a little upgrade to get these, or just add-ons to get those, because I really like those. Overall, we really liked the camper van. Again, just a couple little tweaks I would have done to it, like pop up the front so you can sit in the back. Again, most of the campsites that we were in were really, really nice and quiet. Of course, the one I decided to film about the camper van, it's really loud. We just got to be on this road because we're literally heading to the airport. So we just pulled over, and this was a cheap campsite. So I think this one was like $20 or something like that to camp here. Okay, dinner's almost ready, and I'm going to end this video talking a little bit about the cost and such of Norway, what everything cost, to give you guys an idea in case you wanted to do this. I highly recommend doing this kind of a camping excursion. Maybe with one of those vans that have a little bit of a pop-up, I think would be better. But here you go. I'll just end it with a little bit of voiceover, talking a little bit about the cost. Let's go over the cost. I'll try to be really fast here. I do have it up on the screen so you can look at it as well. This is per person. So just take that into consideration. And it's a ballpark of kind of what we've spent. So our airfare was $1,500, and then the van rental was about $750. Food was $165. That's $22 of that was at the grocery store, and we brought a lot of our own food, like oatmeal, noodles, and so forth, to save on money. And then shopping, well, we probably shopped a little too much, but our shopping was about $185, and I'm probably being a little bit nice there. It's probably a little bit more than that. And then we go into our gas, and our gas was $110. I really only had filled the tank like twice. And in fact, one of them wasn't even a full fill. So gas was a little bit more expensive there. Food was about the same as it is in the US, I felt. Camping was $96 each. Again, about $16 a night. We did an excursion, about $125, making the grand total for our Norway trip $2,931 each. So, again, ballpark, whichever way you want to go. Again, we brought a lot of our own food. We're not big foodies, so we didn't go out to any fancy places to eat. I think in Norway, we only went out to like 2 places or 3 places, and that was it. We made all of our own food. I do want to mention Iceland. We did go to Iceland as well, and I did not include that in here because that was just kind of an extra thing. I would say Iceland cost about $180, $200 each. We went to the Blue Lagoon, and then we went to the downtown area in Reykjavik and got something to eat there, which Iceland is more expensive to go out, probably compared to the US. I would say it's about $10 more for the 2 of us. And then we did go to a hostel for the night, and the hostel I think was $200 or something like that. So it gives you kind of an idea that so Iceland did cost a little bit more, but since we were there and we had the opportunity to do that, I couldn't pass it up. So Madison got to tick off another country on her list of countries she's visited. So there you go, trying to talk really fast. Have any questions, just list them in the comments below. I'll totally answer them. I always try to be as honest as I can in my videos. And thank you for watching. And if you haven't watched the whole videos of Norway, please be sure to watch them. I do have one more video left of Norway, and then we come back to the US. It has been a blast. So see you on the next video. Bye.